Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming at you live from Phoenix, Arizona. Haven't done that one in a while. Just came out naturally. This is Fourth Down Territory, brought to you by Pleeka. I'm your co-host, Hess.
I'm Nick.
And we're going to be talking about our Week 14 picks and some bigger things that went on in Week 14 in the NFL, and then making our picks for Week 15. Nick, I do believe you have the totals for us last week. Shocker, I'm sure.
Yeah, we both went 10-6.
Shocking.
Actually, I'll be honest. That is shocking to me. I thought you kicked my ass last week. I didn't really look.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch a lot of football last weekend. And then, I don't know. I didn't think I did good at all. Not that 10-6 is great or anything, but like.
No.
And then you text me, yeah, we both went 10-6. I was like, what the fuck? You didn't count that right. So I just counted them before we came on. I was like, oh, there's 10. First I was counting. Yeah. First I was counting your blue lines that you sent me.
Yeah, those are mine.
And then I was like, wait a second, I didn't take Miami. And then I counted the orange lines. And 10-6. So I was surprised, to say the least.
I mean, I guess I'm just not surprised that we
the same.
Ended up with the same. Yeah.
So then that means for the year you're 132 and 72 and 2. A lot of twos in there.
I like the 2, yeah.
I'm 134, 70 and 2, which makes sense because I'm up by 2 with a couple weeks left.
Yeah, 3 weeks to go.
Yeah, hopefully we go 10-6 every week and I just win by 2.
We're in the home stretch.
It was kind of a crazy weekend, I thought.
Yeah. How so?
Well, for instance, you turn around that Miami game, and all of a sudden I'm 11-5 and you're 9-7.
Yeah, this is true.
I turned that game on right as it was going to overtime, so I watched that play live as they flea-flickered themselves to a victory.
I remember you texted me because I was at work. And
I guess it didn't go to overtime. It just went to the last quarter.
There was 6 seconds left. Yeah.
16 seconds left when they got the ball.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you texted me like, "Holy shit, Miami" or something like that. I'm like fucking looking all over the place, and I'm like, no fucking way. Because I saw on Twitter that they had that New England had scored with like 16 seconds, so I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But they pulled it out. I mean, that was crazy. Like,
it was crazy, and
2 laterals, 69 yards. Like, it was wild.
And Gronk at safety did not come through.
No.
He actually looked really bad on that play.
Yeah, he did. The stumbling or losing his footing or whatever you want to call it. But
the guy just ran right by him.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't in.
Kenyon Drake was like, "Yeah, you can't touch me."
He wasn't in there to make a tackle. He's in there to knock the ball down. But like, could Tannehill even throw it that far?
I don't know. So, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't watch enough Miami Dolphin football to know, but I don't think so. At least
there's no way.
When I saw the replay, they made it seem like he couldn't have thrown it 70 yards.
Even the announcer was like, they probably throw a short one to get it so he could throw it far down. And
so would they call that like the hook, ladder, and ladder?
I guess. Hook, ladder, watch, stumble, touchdown.
Hook, ladder.
New England does not like playing in Miami in December, I guess, huh?
They do not.
I mean, it's not a news flash, but Jesus.
And it's not even that like Brady played bad because Brady had good numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Because like I said, I was keeping track of the score the whole time, and it was literally back and forth. So I'm like, all right, we got to the fourth quarter. I think it was like 28-21. I'm like, okay. I still got a shot. At least Miami's not, down by 30 or 15.
Right.
I go, at least they're in it. So.
Well, like, if you remember when you made the pick, I was like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when the Rams sucked and Seattle was good. They'd still beat them once in a while.
Right.
When no one else could beat them. It's just one of those things, but to win that way is crazy.
So now there's like 4 or 5 teams in the AFC with a record of 7-6.
Well, and that's what I was getting. So, the Rams got their ass handed to them by the Bears.
Yeah, they did, unfortunately.
Yeah, so, and let me see here. San Francisco beat Denver. That amazed me.
Yeah.
Kittle had 210 yards
At half, didn't
receiving at halftime.
And he ended with that.
Yeah,
right?
I guess they decided to cover him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like they triple teamed him.
The Colts beat Houston. You didn't pick them.
Yes, I did not pick them.
Baltimore took Kansas City to overtime.
Yeah.
Green Bay won. We kind of figured that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
There was something else that surprised the hell out of me, and I don't want to. Oh, and Pittsburgh lost to Oakland.
Did you see how they had the fucking kicker stumbled?
Yeah.
As he was getting ready to tie the game, or attempting to tie the game.
Yeah, but I mean,
stumbles, and I'm like, no fucking way. You know, the funny thing is like, Ben Roethlisberger has never won in Oakland in his entire career. He's never won. I think he's like 0-5.
Well, then he never will.
Because I heard that on the radio that day, and I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, they're gonna destroy him.
I thought they would win. I don't know about destroy. You never know with the Steelers. But yeah, all those. I mean, it just felt like a free for all last weekend to me.
Nuts. It was kind of a mishmash.
Yeah.
I think there's some tough games this week too.
Oh, really?
Like for picking, yeah.
That's good. Well, tonight's game's good.
Yeah, tonight's game should be a good game. I'm actually excited to watch it. So.
Yeah, me too.
Should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I was surprised. I watched a little bit of the Kansas City Baltimore game. I saw Kansas City, I think, tie it, and then it goes to overtime.
Yeah.
I got to see a little RG3 at the end.
I was gonna say RG3 came in, and
it was like 3rd and 16 or something when he came in.
22.
So,
yeah.
was that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Could have been pass interference. I think the refs were ready to go home.
Yeah. Plus, like you said, could have been.
Yeah, it could have been.
It could have not been. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, so. I mean, yeah, but I mean that's not where you want to come into play. 3rd and 22. Let's bring it.
Yeah. Well, and I saw today that they named him Lamar Jackson the starter, so he must be okay. His knee must be okay.
Oh yeah. He did. It was a pretty vicious hit. Not vicious, but like people rolled up on him, so it didn't look good. So
and he laid on the ground for a little while and was grabbing at it. So
yeah.
But I saw that he is starting. So
I mean that's good because you want to see people get hurt. But
no, absolutely. I'm trying to remember who they play. I can't. Oh, they played Tampa Bay.
And they're in it still.
They are. They're actually in right now. Like they're the 6th seed in the AFC.
Yeah, it should be.
Colts are 7-6. The Dolphins are 7-6, and there's one other team that's 7-6.
Well, the thing that's goofy is now the Steelers. Are 7-5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Dolphins, the Ravens, like you said. Steelers are 7-5-1. The Colts and the Titans.
Titans, that's the other team. Yeah.
Your Titans are 7-6. Henry had a pretty decent game last Thursday.
Yeah, you think?
238
yards on 17 carries, 4 touchdowns,
and a 99-yard run on top
of it. A 99-yard runner. Whose record did he tie?
Tony Dorsett.
I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive game, but that's like literally all that Derrick Henry's done this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just like, what are you doing? Like,
well, I mean, it's better to do one thing than nothing, right?
Yeah, I wonder if it's like the contract year. I'm going to play really good these last 4 games.
I don't think it works that way. I think if it's a contract year, you want to start at the beginning, not.
No, yeah, I know.
Not coach. But I mean, they have Deion Lewis too. That's the problem.
They do, and they use them both, and I get that.
Yeah, it's the old Thunder Lightning thing.
I would have never guessed that he would ever run for that many yards in an NFL game.
Henry?
Yeah.
He's had moments.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't think I would have ever been like, oh yeah, I could see him rushing for over 200 yards one day in the NFL. Like
Oh,
he just usually like he only got 17 carries, so like that's like we said, he splits the carries with Deion Lewis.
yeah, but
So
when he's hot, they give it to him. I mean,
yeah,
he's definitely. I don't know. He's had flashes, but he's nothing spectacular.
right.
But that was a good game, nonetheless.
It was. It was.
So
Tennessee played hard. Tennessee whooped their ass.
I don't know. I feel like Tennessee should be better than they are, but
I was buying them early, and then they just kind of pooped themselves. So
yeah, you bought them, you sold them, then you bought them back.
I don't think did I buy them back?
I think you bought them back.
Well, they are in a playoff hunt. So.
I know one thing. It was the opposite way that they were playing. And then I picked up. Remember, I don't remember. I picked them against whoever they played right after New England. They beat the crap out of New England, and then I picked them. And then
you picked them against the Colts.
The Colts, yeah, and then
the Colts destroyed them like 38-3 or something like that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like, how can they score 38 against the Patriots and give up 38 to the Colts or something like that?
Yeah, well, and the Packers won. They won it for your boy, your new coach.
Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil. Packers winning for Phil.
Everybody picked the Packers because now McCarthy's gone.
Absolutely.
And it made sense. But it'd be interesting to see if they can keep anything up. I mean, they're out of it. It's not going to matter. But
yeah, they're not going to make the playoffs.
I heard like they were like, oh, we're seeing if he's going to keep this job.
Philbin?
Yeah. Why would you keep him?
I would be surprised if they kept Joe Philbin.
Well, so would I, but I heard that.
I guess you can't really rule it out. I mean, what they scored 34 points last week against the Falcons.
Yeah, against.
I mean, maybe if they averaged 35 over their final 4 games with him, I don't know, but I mean, I would think that. I don't care if they Green Bay Packers. You don't hire Joe Philbin.
If I don't care if they average 135, I wouldn't keep him.
Oh, you okay?
Did you see him on Hard Knocks? Do you remember that shit?
I don't remember that. I do not remember him on Hard Knocks.
Miami.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I know it was with the Dolphins.
It was pathetic. I don't know.
I don't remember it. I didn't watch it back then.
It seems like coaches always look pathetic. I mean, look at Fisher, Jackson. I mean, it just. I don't even watch Hard Knocks all that much, but when I do, it's just like, really? Like, you guys are. How are you a head coach?
I watched it a lot this year. I think I watched all of it. Holy shit. Excuse me. I think I watched all 5 episodes. This was like the first time I watched all 5 episodes.
Oh, really? Ever?
Yeah. I think so.
Wow.
Because it's never been a team that I fought that I give a shit about. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll deal.
Oh,
I'll watch.
So
I'll watch a little bit.
You give a shit about Cleveland?
I mean, I don't really give a shit about Cleveland, but it's interesting because it's Cleveland. Like it's a wreck. Like it's a shit show. Well, it was with Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, it was for sure.
It's kind of turning a corner now.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Which, do you believe all the stuff that Greg Williams is saying, that he's got multiple teams in contact with him looking, or do you think he's
trying to get
that? He's just trying to get that. Keep it.
He's full of shit.
I'm just like, this guy. I'm like, nobody's fucking calling him.
Yeah, I mean, who's calling him? The Packers?
There's
only been 2 coaches fired.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be more. But there's a lot of first-year coaches. Maybe the Cardinals are calling him.
I hope not. I don't want him.
I wouldn't want him either. I had him as
like a weasel.
I had him as a defensive coordinator, and their defense wasn't all that great as far as many people they had.
I mean, they Cleveland definitely looks better with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, supposedly they're going after McCarthy. So.
That'll be interesting.
Interesting to see, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it'll be interesting to see because do you think we'll still do 4th down territory during the playoffs?
Yeah, we should, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And then after, if coaches get fired or hired, maybe do a quick little snippet, pipit.
They usually get fired and hired. Well, fired after.
Black Monday.
Yeah, which that'd be during the playoffs.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely cover that for sure.
You see if Wilkes still has a job. You think Wilkes is gonna get fired? I don't.
I hope so.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will, but I want him to get fired.
I could see that.
I'm not on the Steve Wilkes train.
I don't think there is a train. There might be a car, and like
I
one.
I just think he's way in over his head. I don't think he's picked out a good staff or put together a good staff. I don't know. I don't like him.
Yeah, I don't know about his staff because they're just coaching the players they have. So I'm kind of wondering more about the GM. I know he had a team.
If it's me, I want Keim gone, and I want to just gut everything. Literally, top to bottom. Keim's gone. Hire a new GM. Fire all the coaches and let the new GM pick his new coach, and go from there. That's what I want.
I mean, the funny thing is normally that's a step back.
Right.
It's not even really a step back in their situation. I mean, they have the second worst record in the league.
Yeah, and I mean, they're playing Atlanta this week, another shitty team, but I'm taking Atlanta. I'm not going to pick the Cardinals to win.
Well, how could you?
And then they have the Rams and the Seahawks left.
Mm-hmm.
Rams at home in Arizona, Seattle on the road.
Best thing they could do is lose out and have the 49ers squeak out a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right now it's switched, right? Now it's the 49ers that have the number one overall pick.
Yeah, because the Cardinals beat them.
It doesn't go off that on the bottom. It goes off strength of schedule.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It doesn't 100%. It doesn't go head to head.
Head to head does not matter when you're going for last place.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, head to head matters if you're trying to make the playoffs, but head to head does not matter when you're going for it's all strength of schedule.
That's interesting because they're in the same conference, so they play the same people.
Yeah.
I mean, not exact same, but close to it.
Yeah, because I remember hearing it, and I'm like, oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I did
not know that strength of schedule was, or that head to head did not matter when opposite of trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. It's like, learn something new every day.
Yeah, you would think if it's I could see teams being tied if they hadn't played each other going to strength of schedule. But if you play, you think you always go to head to head.
And they play 2 times. They play each other 2 times, and they play all the same opponents.
Yeah, but didn't the Cardinals beat them both times? Isn't that 2 of their 3 victories?
Yeah.
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 It's amazing.
I don't know.
Now see if
I don't know how the 49ers jumped them. They just beat the Broncos.
Well,
they've
only won 3 games. They never jumped them. The Cardinals just.
But see, last week, it was Cardinals would have ended up with the first overall pick. 49ers would have been second. Raiders would have been third.
Oh, really?
Unless I was just high out of my mind, which I can assure you I wasn't. I saw it, Cardinals, because even this morning, I'm almost certain it was this morning. I had Sports Center on while I was getting ready, and they were saying that the Cardinals were going to select Nick Bosa. That was Todd McShay's first top 10 or whatever so far.
Yeah, but
can't wait to get into mock draft season.
Yeah, I mean it's a tad early for that when we don't even know who's going to have the number 1 pick. I mean, there's I don't pay any attention because it's not anything can happen the next 3 weeks. So
no.
I just look at the loser. I was like, oh, they both have the worst record. Cardinals beat Oakland. Cardinals beat San Francisco.
And that's what I thought too.
And then San Francisco has the number 1 pick, so that's why I'm.
You could Google it, but
It's all good. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I've never heard that.
I honestly thought the same thing, that it was head to head, that it went all head to head.
Yeah, you think it always would go head to head.
Yeah.
I don't know. After this, we'll check it out, and
you can correct me next week if I was wrong.
I don't think that you're necessarily wrong, but it would explain how they.
Right.
So.
I don't know. You want to get in a? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say anything else hit you this weekend.
not that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe something in like 30, 40 minutes when I'm sitting here watching the Chiefs game. I was like, oh shit, should have talked about that.
When we're not having a podcast?
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah, it would be, right?
Yeah.
How about Kirk Cousins?
Well, how about him?
Paid $84 million guaranteed, and he sucks.
He doesn't suck.
Dude, he's horrible.
Well, I mean, it depends what you call sucking.
Jamin, he's 0-7 in primetime games. He's like 4-24 against teams that are above 500. He's horrible.
Okay. I mean,
I mean, I don't.
I don't know. I don't think he's horrible. I think that's a stretch. Is he worth $84 million? I wouldn't want him as my quarterback for $84 million. But they needed a quarterback. It's hindsight.
Why not keep Case Keenum?
Well, I mean, probably for the same reason the Broncos are going to keep him next year.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they were perfectly fine. I get it. You know, they made it to the NFC Championship game.
So you're blaming the Minnesota season on Kirk Cousins?
I don't think he's played all that well. I don't.
But he's the reason they're not as good as they were last year? You think it's the drop off from quarterback?
No. I'm not blaming all of that on him. But I'm just saying, like, you kind of screw yourself when you pay $84 million for a guy like Kirk Cousins, and then like they're not going to be able to re-sign some of their defensive players, and they have a good defense.
Well, they did,
and they're not going to be able to re-sign some of them because they're not going to have the cap space.
Yeah, but if you go down the line, you take out the fucking like standings and see what everybody pays for their quarterback, and I know he's at the top. But I mean, it's what they do. It's the way the NFL works.
But like the guy's numbers
are good. The numbers are good. Now, if you say, "Oh, in prime time he's 0-7," and against they're not, you can sort him out that way. But if you just look at his numbers overall, they're not that bad. I mean, I can pull him up. You want me to pull him up?
Sure.
We'll look at him. Let's see.
Are we just gonna want to look at this year's like his?
Yeah, just this year's.
Okay. I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy the Cardinals did not get him because I heard that they were in talks with him or they had, interviewed him. I don't understand.
Okay, he's fourth in the league in yardage, which yardage doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, yardage doesn't mean a damn thing.
He's fifth in touchdowns. He's got 24 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. His quarterback rating is 98.4. Okay. Now, oh, Jesus Christ. When you sort it by quarterback rating, Odell Beckham Jr. as the number 1 rated quarterback in the league.
Oh, what?
But he's got a higher rating than Cam Newton, Prescott, Manning, Trubisky, Stafford, Winston, all who aren't that good.
Right.
Breeze is 120, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's through the roof. 120 is through the roof.
Wilson's 111, Matt Ryan's 108.3, but he's not having a good year, really.
Well, Falcons aren't having a good year, period. Half their team's on IR.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I mean. Like, that's a little. It's a little skewed. I just think
that the whole Kirk Cousins is overrated.
Yeah, I don't know that he's overrated because I don't think people think he's good.
I do. I got 84 million reasons on why people think he's good.
He wasn't signed as a free agent because he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He was signed as a free agent because he was the best free agent at the time, and Minnesota needed a quarterback.
Right.
And they thought he'd put him over the top, and a lot of people disagreed with that.
Right, I get it.
But it's not. And to be honest, I think if Minnesota played like they did last year, he probably wouldn't be 0-7 in primetime games. So I think it's a little bit of both. Would I pick him as my first choice as quarterback? No, but I don't think he's necessarily bad either.
Well, it does help. He's got Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs.
Sure, but
and Kyle Rudolph. Like, he's got weapons.
Yeah.
He's got
Now
weapons.
name his offensive line.
Yep.
Or his running back that's played what? Fucking 3 games or some shit.
He's got Dalvin Cook, Latavius Murray, and
Latavius Murray sucks, and Dalvin Cook's barely played. That's the one who I was referring to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, and their defense hasn't been shit this year.
Their defense definitely has not been like their defense from last year.
No, I mean it's not even close, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't play defense.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't.
I mean that would be interesting. Throw him in at like strong safety and see if he can hit somebody.
Yeah, Harrison Smith and
You're
Kirk
like,
Cousins.
maybe if you were like, you'd be like, hey, you go earn that fucking $84 million.
Exactly. I would. I'd be like, look, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough throwing the ball. Get out there.
I just think like there's 2 ways to look at it. Look at you.
I get what you're saying.
You look at the teams. You look at the teams that don't pay the quarterback a lot. They either suck or they have a young good quarterback, right?
Right.
So then, if you pay your quarterback like Brady, or even though Brady only makes like $20 million,
I think he makes like 18 or something. Like it's low.
I think it's over 20, but I could be wrong. And then you got Cousins that makes 20. Then you have to adjust and then figure it out. That's what the cap is. You know what I mean?
I get it, and I just think
it's like playing draft champions. If you fucking pick some fucking massive dude, you gotta fucking figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
absolutely.
Whatever. That's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just.
No, I know, and I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from. I just, I think they set themselves back by paying him, and I don't think he's all that good. I personally think he is overrated.
I think he's. I think he's a little better than average. I think if you have a good team around him, he could be okay. Like for instance, if you had a good defense and a running game, which they had, I don't know what happened to it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think he's a superstar by any stretch.
No.
But neither was Joe Flacco, and look how much money he made.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's made a pretty good
he's
purse in the NFL.
He was the number one quarterback for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
And he was never the best quarterback, but he did win a Super Bowl.
No. Did.
And maybe he'll be playing in Jacksonville or something next year.
I can guarantee you Blake Bortles won't be.
Fuck, you should have said that last year. They'd be in a lot better shape.
Yeah.
But all right, we can get into picks.
He robbed him of $54 million. But good for Joe. Or, what's his name? Blake. Good for Blake.
Or Joe.
Joe.
Good for Joe.
Because we're talking about Joe Flacco. Hello.
Yeah, 54 is a bargain now, right?
It is.
Now, let me ask you.
That's what they're saying. They're like, oh, that's a good deal, 54 over 3. Like, they didn't break the bank. And it's like, they definitely could have used $54 million on something else. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, but then they would have to sign a quarterback to something.
Right.
So, although, would you rather sign him to 54 or the other guy to 84? Like, I'd almost rather take the 84 because Bortles is a piece of shit. At least you don't.
At that point,
you know what I'm saying?
At that point, yeah, I think you'd have to overpay for decency.
I mean, you think they'd trade those fuckers straight up if they could? Minnesota wouldn't, but
no,
Jacksonville would.
Yeah, I would assume Jacksonville would for sure. All right, so we're diving in. We got Week 15. We have 2 games on Saturday. Thursday Night Football, though, Chargers visiting the Chiefs, in which I think should be a good game.
Should be a good game.
There are key players out. Well, I haven't heard if Melvin Gordon has been ruled out, but
they didn't know this morning.
He was doubtful coming into today.
Yeah.
Old Outkick the coverage sure seems to think that he's going to play because he made the trip.
Oh yeah, Trey.
Can't think of it. Yeah, Clay Travis.
Oh, I was gonna call him Trey Clavis. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Yeah, good old Trey Clavis.
I kind of like that. That's better.
It is better. You should tweet him.
Yeah.
But I think you should change your name to
Trey Clavis.
Trey Clavis.
Yeah. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you smoking?"
Oh damn. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Probably one of the better Thursday night matchups. and it's the final one.
Yeah, there's been a couple good ones, but I think this will be a good one. So who you taking?
I took the Chiefs. I wanted to take the Chargers, but I took the Chiefs.
It's in Arrowhead.
Yeah, it's in Arrowhead. I wouldn't be surprised if LA won though, but
I
took
did hear Stephen A. Smith today.
Oh yeah, did you hear that shit show?
First he called them the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah.
And then he said the matchup he'd be looking for
Spencer Ware, which he was out for the game.
Well, and then
and then he's talking about Hunter Henry and Derek Johnson.
Derek Johnson plays for
Hunter Henry hasn't played hardly at all this year.
He said he's had his eye on him.
Yeah.
What the
and
fuck
Derek
happened?
Johnson for the Chiefs, who doesn't play what?
He plays for the I don't know, some kind of crazy sound came out of your shit.
Yeah, it was keep the change, you filthy animal. It's my work phone. Changed it again, you know.
Okay.
It's no longer Pac-Man or whatever it was.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, and he plays for the Raiders, Johnson.
Yes. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so Stephen A. Smith should probably stick to basketball.
And then I saw him like, oh, it was an honest mistake. And
well, I'm sure it was an honest mistake, man. It's just funny how you can get all worked up about something, and he's, oh, yeah, that's who I'm going to have my eye on. It's like, what the fuck are you going to be watching?
Did you see the reaction from?
No, I heard it. I was listening.
Max Kellerman and
I heard the looks on their faces.
Teddy
were like,
Bruschi. They're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It was pretty funny, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna take the Chargers.
You're gonna take the Chargers?
Yeah.
Wow, Chargers on the road.
I kind of don't think they're gonna win, but I'll be mad at myself if I don't pick them because I think there's a small chance.
Okay.
Plus, I think the Chiefs are missing Kareem Hunt.
No, I agree. I think they are, but they picked up Kelvin Benjamin. You know.
Yeah. Does he play running back?
No.
Okay.
They keep talking about it like he's like, oh, but they picked up Kelvin. It's like, what? Kelvin Benjamin sucks.
Yeah.
Like, fucking didn't make it in Carolina. They traded him to Buffalo, and then Buffalo just outright cut him.
Yeah, that's not a good sign if you're getting cut.
Because he couldn't stop going to the fucking Scissor all-you-could-eat buffet.
Is that why he got a monster card this year? Because he's getting big?
Probably. Have you seen him? He's a big dude.
No, he's a big dude.
Yeah, like he looks like a big dude. He's supposed to be like a, go up and get it receiver. Probably guy's vertical is probably fucking 14 inches. Big boy.
Because of Sizzler?
Anyways, yeah, because of Sizzler.
Nice. At first I thought you said scissors, and I didn't get the connection. Thought maybe he cut something, but I got you.
Yeah, the skizzers.
Yeah, there you
go. Yeah. You got the Houston Texans traveling to New York to face the Jets.
I'll take the Texans.
Yeah, I took the Texans on a bounce-back week, losing to Indianapolis. Wishing that I would have picked Indy last week, but hey, what can you do but move on? This one was a tough one for me. Cleveland visiting Denver. I took Denver. I wanted to pick Cleveland, but I'm not.
That's great insight there.
Isn't it? Isn't that good insight? I thought you'd like that.
I wanted to pick Cleveland, but I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I don't want to pick Cleveland, but I don't want to pick Denver either. But I'll take Denver.
Okay.
If they would have played last week, I'd have took Denver in a second. But then Denver lost to fucking 49ers.
I know. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Here's a piss pot of a game. You got the Redskins traveling to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars.
Yuck.
This is probably going to be one of the most boring games ever played in the NFL. And I hope to God that no fan has to watch it.
What if you're a Jacksonville Oh, if you don't want to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the Jags.
Yeah, I took Jacksonville all because they're at home. That's it.
Not because who's playing quarterback for the Redskins?
Well, Cody Kessler's playing for the Jaguars, so it's not much of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Josh Johnson, better watch out.
I'm not watching out.
Better watch out, Josh Johnson. You see the video of him? It looked like he was like in UPS because I'm assuming he was working at like UPS. I mean, he takes a football. The guy's like recording. Guy's sitting on the floor. His legs are spread, like, and he's pretty far away. Like lobs it, hits him right in the nuts.
Oh, really?
Just ding. I was like, wow, okay.
So he's got some accuracy?
Yeah, if I find it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Then yeah. I mean, nice little touch pass, you know.
Right.
Little touch pass. You have Oakland traveling to Cincinnati. Another great game.
Wow, a lot of good games this weekend.
A lot of good games. Oh, and by the way, the Houston, New York, and Cleveland, Denver are Saturday games. Forgot to mention that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Raiders traveling to.
Wait,
Bengals.
there's 2 Saturday games, right?
2 Saturday games.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Houston at the Jets, Cleveland at Denver.
Not too bad. I work Saturday.
Darn.
I think I'm gonna take Oakland.
You're gonna take Oakland on the road.
Yeah.
Okay. I took Cincinnati.
I don't know.
And I just based it off there at home.
Yeah, no, I got you. I
I
kind of think Cincinnati's packed it in, so we'll see.
I mean, they damn near beat the fucking Chargers last week.
Yeah.
Probably should have. I don't know if you saw that call.
But they didn't.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they were trying. Jeff Driscoll at quarterback was trying. You have the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Atlanta to face the Falcons.
Yeah, we were both taking the Cardinals.
I took the Falcons.
Oh, okay. Falcons.
Oh, okay. I marked you down for Arizona. Cool.
You better not, motherfucker.
No, man, you said it. You said it. You have Tennessee traveling to New York to face the Giants.
God, I hate Tennessee. Because they should win.
They should win.
But they're not gonna.
I picked the Giants. So I guess I'm off that Tennessee train right now. But if we both pick them, you know Tennessee's going to march in there and just skull fuck them.
I'm going to take Tennessee.
Okay. Fuck. We're differing on some picks. It was weird because when I made these picks, I sensed a trend. And you've differed a little bit, so it's interesting.
I have, in the last couple hours, taken Dayquil, Sudafed, and Afrin.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
God knows.
Right.
God knows where I am right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know your address off the top of my head. I would say it, but it's probably not good to say if we're gonna put this on the internet.
Yeah.
You have Miami traveling to Minnesota. Another wonky tonk game.
Yeah, I guess I'll take Minnesota.
Yeah, I took Minnesota.
I don't think Miami has another miracle up their sleeve.
That's why I have Miami blew their load already.
Yeah.
Dallas at Indy.
Ooh.
Should be a good one.
Yeah. Huh. I'm going to take the Colts.
I took the Colts as well.
All right, that means they're going to lose because you didn't take them last week when they won.
Yeah, well. I think it'll be a good game. I mean, I think Indy's definitely playing better. I think they want to make the playoffs, and they're right there. So.
Here, let me call you back.
And they would.
Okay. You froze. Hang on.
Oh, okay. You. So yeah. So. I think it'll be a good game. Unfortunately, we don't. You can watch it if you want because you have the ticket. But I was hoping it would be on, but they play the same time the Cardinals do, and living in the Cardinals market, we're gonna get the Cardinals. So.
Oh yeah, I'm probably not watching it. It's not a bad game though. I might watch it. I guess the Rams.
It's an early game, so it's 11 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Rams play Sunday night.
Yeah.
I mean, what game would you rather watch before what we just got to?
Ugh. Yeah, you're a good point.
So.
Yeah, I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
I'll text you and let you know how he's running all over.
Absolutely. What's going on with the Colts, man?
Be like, hey, they'd be like, can they tackle Elliott or what?
Yeah.
Why is Cooper scoring 3 touchdowns?
That guy has exploded since getting to fucking Chicago
Wow.
to Dallas.
He's not Khalil Mack.
No. Speaking of the Bears, we have Green Bay visiting Chicago.
I'm taking the Bears.
Can clinch the division with the win.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bears.
Me too.
Yeah. Part of me wanted to pick Green Bay just because
No. No part of me wanted to. So what part? What?
Just because I feel like beating the Rams, they kind of might have blown their load. It's a big deal. Beating the Rams.
Yeah, but if they're playing the Packers. Like, they get up for the Packers.
Packers beat them once already this year.
And it was pure fucking luck.
And Rodgers had one leg.
Yeah, and it was pure fucking luck. I watched that game. I still don't believe they won.
A win's a win. Tampa Bay on the road visiting the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, I took the Ravens. Even though Tampa Bay, they looked halfway decent.
They've kept it close lately.
They were leading at halftime, 14-3.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, oh, go Tampa. And then I turned that game on, and then like Tampa couldn't do anything right when I turned it on.
Because you turned the game on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking do that.
And then
if the Tampa market hears this podcast, you're gonna fucking hate you.
Well, I got news for them. I turned it on, and then the Saints scored, and I thought, what the fuck am I doing watching Tampa Bay and the Saints? And I turned it off.
There you go.
Yeah.
So maybe they won't be too mad at you.
Yeah. Yeah, or more. I don't.
You never know. Here's another great game. Lions visiting the Bills.
Ooh, that is a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also at 11 a.m. our time.
Oh, so there's competition.
Yeah. There's not a lot of afternoon games. There's only like 2 afternoon games on Sunday.
Wow.
And then Sunday night, yeah.
I guess I'm gonna take the Lions.
I took the Lions as well. Which Buffalo will probably win because
we both took the Lions.
Well, we both took Buffalo last week. They lost to the fucking Jets.
Yeah, go figure.
Seattle at San Francisco.
Seattle.
Yeah, I took Seattle. I also picked up their defense in fantasy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, last time they played them, they put up big numbers on defense, so I needed a defense. Sunday night. Oh, no, excuse me. This is not Sunday night. This is Sunday afternoon. New England visiting Pittsburgh. The losers of 3 in a row, Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, I guess I'm taking the Patriots, but I have no clue.
I took Pittsburgh. I just don't see the Steelers losing 4 in a row.
Well, the problem is that New England owns the Steelers.
No, I know.
So.
I know. And I mean, I would almost rather see this Sunday night than Eagles-Rams. No offense.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have said that.
Especially with no Wentz.
Yeah, but it was too. I mean, yeah, with no Wentz, yeah, but
especially after Rams just had Sunday night last week and put up 6 points.
You can only do so many games, so maybe they've already blown their load.
Yeah, maybe they flexed their number or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like this will be a pretty good game.
Yeah. I'll definitely be watching that.
Yeah. Yeah, afternoon start, so you can watch. Dallas, Indy, and then you can watch Pittsburgh, New England.
That's not a bad day.
And then you watch Philly, Rams Sunday night.
Yeah.
All mixed in with Elsie World.
That was last week.
Is that done?
Yeah, it's a 3-night crossover.
Oh, 3 night. I thought it was 3 weeks. I thought it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
No, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Even better. That's over with. I mean, not like that. It's just so it won't interrupt your football,
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah.
It worked out good. I didn't have to watch the Rams.
So you taking New England?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we go to the Sunday night game. You got the Eagles visiting the Rams.
I took
the Rams.
I'll take the Eagles.
You taking the Eagles?
No, I'm taking the Rams. But
so you're
fuck.
taking the Eagles and the Cardinals.
Yeah, in your bizarro world. No, I'll take the Rams, but God, do they look shitty.
Yeah, they have to bounce back.
Although Eagles don't really play defense, so that works out.
I mean, without Wentz, I think that's a big blow to them.
Yeah, it really hurt them last year.
I know. Yeah, maybe they'll start wearing the underdog mask again and go on a run.
Well, it'd be a hell of a run.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be. They're missing a lot.
Yeah.
And then to conclude Week 15, Monday Night Football, you have the New Orleans Saints traveling to Carolina to play the Panthers.
Wow.
Panthers losers of 5 in a row.
I would love to pick the Panthers, and I'll be rooting for them, but I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah, I took the Saints as well. I don't know. You think fuck, I can't even.
Cam?
Is his name Ron Fisher?
No.
Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
You think he keeps his job?
Probably.
I don't know. It's 5 in a row is a hell of a hot dog, and
Did you just hit a hell of a hot dog?
yeah.
Wow.
Very easily could be losers of 6 in a row playing the Saints.
Yeah.
Even though the Saints have kind of tapered off a little bit.
They have tapered, but you know.
I think all of the dominant teams have kind of tapered a little.
Yeah,
bit.
no, they have. All three of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, one of them did lose their star running back because he kicked someone in a lobby, but the other two just don't look as good.
No. They
yeah.
don't. They're not
putting
up points like they were.
You know, it's funny though. I heard a lot of things that I listened to shitting on the Rams, saying, "Yeah, you know, I don't know about they maybe the other teams are catching up to them and stuff." And they're literally have lost 2 games,
right?
And it's just like, and one
Not
was
Ryan,
to the Saints, but
Ryan Clark.
No, is he still on them?
He is on that wagon until the end.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Steeler, Ryan Clark.
I mean, I don't know. My expectations are for them to get to the playoffs. I hope they make the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but hopefully.
You don't think they'll make it?
I don't know.
What do you think will be the downfall on why they wouldn't make the Super Bowl?
Their defense.
Their defense.
They just give up too many points.
They're gonna get Talib back, right?
He's been back.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he played the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Goes to show you how much I pay attention to the Rams.
Yes, it does.
Even though I do like Goff and I like Gurley and I like McVay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I try to keep my expectations low so I don't kill somebody,
Right.
you know, when they don't win.
Absolutely.
But
I expect them to win.
I can't expect them to beat Philly, but I always get nervous going into the game, so.
I feel like you said that every week. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, but I see reasons. Like against the Lions, I was like, coming off a bye, I don't know. You know what I mean? Right. And then they looked horrible, but they were playing the Lions, so they overcame it. Right. Like Goff couldn't fucking hit anybody in that game.
Yeah.
Ever since the bye, he hasn't been good. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, but so maybe the Philly can get him back on track.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Would be nice for Rams fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess that's it, right?
I think that is going to do it. I have nothing else to say.
You don't have like an outro that you've practiced in the mirror?
I have no outro. The only thing I can say is
like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah,
jerk off.
Rate, comment, rate, review. Drop some comments, drop some likes, thumbs up. You can subscribe to the podcast, you know.
Comment if you think Ron Fisher should keep his job. It's Jeff's brother.
Ron Fisher. I don't know where I got Ron Fisher.
Is it because he goes 9-7 every year with the Carolina Panthers?
Not fucking going 7-9.
Yeah. No, they weren't. They were going 4-12.
Would you wear that shirt? That 7-9 shirt?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I could give 2 fucks, and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I like when people make fun of Jeff Fisher. It's funny.
I kept hearing the rumors that the Colts were looking to hire him, and I was saying, if they hire Jeff Fisher, I will not root for them while he is the coach.
Wow. Well, the camera just ran out, so I guess it's time to say goodbye.